Yo, what's good? It's your boy Mo Production Zero. We're gonna be making a career simulation on the famous Twitch streamer Terrence Ross. Former dunk contest winner in 2013. A very nice dunk, by the way. I'll give him credit for that. And yeah, we're gonna do a career sim with Terrence Ross. Now, I decided to make this a little special, and we may be asking why did I make it special? Well, I gave him a 99. Where's potential? Oh, an A. He has a 99 potential. So, hopefully he'll be good. At least, probably will be. So I kind of just made Terrence Ross. I don't think he's not going to start his first year. The furthest you can go is 2016, which he's actually on a roster. He got drafted in 2012, but I don't just want to wait a few years to do it. So we're going to start off in 2016 with this, pretty alright team. Not great, but Kyle Lowry and DeMar. This is before he got traded to Orlando Magic. Hell, they could trade him. Nah, who knows? I think I've done everything from here. I set this up last night since I wasn't gonna be here for tonight. And this team can practically do anything they want. They can trade him if they wanted to. They can trade the guy. They can basically do whatever, but probably shouldn't because Terrence Ross should be really nice in Sim. Leading off his new season, he's averaging about 12 points per game, 31% from the field, whatever numbers. So Terrence Ross should have his potential, assuming that this game didn't mess up. Yeah, he has 99 potential. Um, he should be fine. I don't know how long he'll play because DeMar's on the team, but he should be able to at least get to a 99. If it doesn't, I'll start boot. By near 7, if he's not 99, I'm just going to go ahead and boost him to 99. This guy just won ball game. We'll check these two ball games. Terrence Ross had 21, 9 to 15, and then this other game, Terrence Ross had 21. All right, so Terrence Ross is having solid there. Yeah, Terrence Ross, very good creator. And we're just talking about it. My friend was just talking about the All Star weekend was just not that great. The Sunday game was really nice. However, the dunk contest was terrible. Jackson did the most normal dunk I may have ever seen. Chase Richardson almost hurt himself. Just very unfortunate how the dunk contest has turned into this. And I saw a report that Curry will be returning to the 3-point contest next year, which is very cool because Curry versus Dame will be the best matchup ever. Now, here's the thing with me. I think it'll be interesting. I think 3-point contest has always been kind of an interesting one to read at. We just destroyed the Magic in 2 of these games. Tomorrow 28, Terrence Ross at 30, 24 in this other game. Ross at 17 color. So this team can later trade them if they want to. How unlikely they're going to trade them, to be honest. I'll actually go check the awards to make sure they didn't trade anybody. No, Timothy Mozgov got traded for PJ Tucker and Tyson Chandler, Jared Dudley, and we're not on the trade market. Perfect. Alright, so we're currently the first seed. Now, how many rings will Terrence Ross win? I don't know. Terrence Ross never ended up winning a ring, sadly, in his career. Holy shit. Jared Tucker had 20. Alright. No blocks, though. Terrence Ross averaging 13 points per game. They'll extend them if they want to. If they don't extend them, whatever. The one thing that was interesting about Terrence Ross's career that was always the interesting part, is like Terrence Ross was this very, I would say, pretty decently underrated defender. He wasn't the greatest defender in the world, but he was a very solid one. A lot better than most defenders in the league at that time. We blew them out. DeMar 34. T. Ross 7 of 15. It's like that's what I usually do. I'm trying to get Opal Mello, and God, it is hard. Getting Opal Mello is so hard, bro. Just doing fantasy with my friends and all that. I got cooked, but I ain't gonna lie. On fantasy, I got cooked. Jefferson's gonna win 6-man though, so that's interesting. Nikola Jokic, Steve Kerr. Did we make the playoffs? Yeah, we're just second seed. We win round 1. We're gonna win round 2. We're gonna win round 3. So we got the Warriors versus the Warriors versus the Raptors. Very interesting matchup. Terrence Ross is actually starting. Interesting. Terrence Ross is actually now starting. He's bringing 14 points in the playoffs. About a block too. Game 1, Warriors win. Game 2, we win. Game 3, we win. Game 4, we win. And Game 5, we will win the NBA championship. Kyle Lowry wins Finals MVP. Retirements: Jason Terry retires. Andre Miller. I actually read online. Andre Miller is like one of the most interesting people to read about because you'd think he wouldn't be good. Uh, and then he ended up being like one of the nicest players to watch and read about. I think that we don't have a Raptors pick. No, the Magic have our pick. I actually don't know how they have that. I actually don't know how they have that pick. If anybody knows, tell me. Fucking ladybug on my desk. So we're gonna get to a draft. I don't think they're doing picks here, unless. Look, Tatum's kind of falling kind of far here. Tatum fell all the way down to 9. That's crazy. I was going to see if this team did any trades. You actually have a pick here. 24th pick. Oh, we take OG Anunoby. Welcome back, OG. Welcome back to the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic. Like, who would accept these options though? I guess. I think we'll sign every key free agents. No, probably not. We're going to sign Nikola Mirotic though, so that's an interesting signing. And we signed Michael Beasley. All right. So Terrence Ross gets better by 10 overalls to an 85 to mark out worse, weirdly, I guess. Kyle Lowry's kind of old at this time. I didn't know he was 31. Wait, was a little younger than that. Surprising. Wow, though. So this could be an interesting one. Make sure this stays at, 99. All right. Season 2 tier of next season, we have 2 shooting guards left. We're going to trade one of these guys, or they'll just keep them going this way. Corey Joseph, Norman Powell, DeMar Carroll, Michael Beasley, Siakam, who's a little young, but I think may end up getting a little better. Actually, those Siakam didn't even get better. Wow. Actually, no, he didn't even play last season. No, he did. What am I talking about? Listen, Siakam didn't play last year. I thought he literally did. What, dude? Bro, one of my guys on fantasy just. One of my guys. I was gonna say one of my guys on fantasy just got injured, bro. Man, like, DeAndre Murray's stock went up. No, sorry, it's my fault. I was literally over here looking at fantasy stuff because I was trying to pick somebody up. I was just looking around because I was trying to find somebody to pick up, and I actually am picking. I'm picking up Franz Wagner for J-Do because J-Do just got hurt. So, all right. So next season, here we go. I'm gonna go send this over. I'll see you guys at the deadline. I ain't gonna lie, my fault. I was really just going to grab a granola bar 'cause I was hungry as hell. Terrence Ross is an 86 overall, averaging 17 points per game. He's actually great. He actually probably will win most improved, assuming they're doing it. No. This guy Jared Allen is going to make. I actually may force him to win this. Is that guy OG even in the fucking thing? Siakam, Poeltl, they didn't even spell his name right. Marco, Corey Joseph, and OG Anunoby has not played. Alright. I just went out and had a granola bar. That shit tastes so good. One of those chocolate ones. Mm. Stay hydrated. So also, if I didn't tell anybody this, so basically the CPU can do any trade, basically. Like here, I'll show you examples. If they did any Magic, Straight Clippers, Hornets, Pelicans, Hornets, and Bucks Mavericks. So like they can do anything. They could release somebody if they want to. How Alley don't. Well, I like they'll do that, but I'm just giving you an example. Michael Beasley a bucket getter. We don't really need any more bucket getters. Hey, I guess this team will take anything. I guess we destroyed the Clippers. Wow, I actually want to go look at this game. Chris Paul 35. Him and Terrence Ross had 2 blocks. So Terrence Ross having a very good season. A lot better than I think it was last year. It was not bad last year, though. I'm not saying that, but T. Ross, former obviously dunk contest winner, 2013. Had some really great junks. Like, bro, hot take about the dunk contest for me is I think when they started adding props, it got bad. They did it more consistently. Cause I don't mind props. Alright, like you understand. I don't mind people using props. I mind when people do stupid shit. Like I feel like sometimes, actually, I'm giving you this. I'm giving most. Ben's not getting most improved. I'm sorry. Terrence Ross, you can get that, buddy. Here you go. Here's our accolade. We're our first seed again. We're gonna beat Celtics in 6. We're gonna sweep the Chicago Bulls. We're gonna go back on the finals, and we're gonna win our MVP. Show you that Kyle Lowry wins another Finals MVP. Dirk retires. Vince is on them. All right, this wow. We're cooked. Rick Carlisle retires, but you didn't retire. Get out of here. You're not retiring. D Wade retired. I didn't even know D Wade retired. He was in Chicago, not Orlando. Mm. No, I did a sim earlier today. I was just playing alone. I didn't record or anything. But Jermaine O'Neal got his jersey retired by the Nuggets. I was like, what? The weirdest thing I've ever seen. We had the 30th pick in the draft, so I actually may go look at that. Cause that'll be a little interesting. Um, we're gonna take Clay and Conway. All right, bro. We're just being weird now. Uh, Options. We're accepting his. Accept, and accept. We're not offering Norman Powell. That's an odd one. I don't know why we're gonna offer Norman Powell, but all right. I don't know. We'll sign back to Mark Arrow. That makes total fucking sense. Why would we match this? This guy averages. No, I'm Terrence Ross. I'm declining, bro. He can go. There's no fucking way they are offering a guy that averages 2 points per game. Terrence Ross had 92. Holy shit. All right, Terrence Ross, but you gotta chill the fuck out. You're not the best player on the team. I'm still fixing this just in case. Terrence Ross is now at 93 overall, 21 years old at this point. Cause I put his age all the way down to 19, y'all. So y'all gotta, yeah. T. Ross is gonna be going into the season with a slightly old DeMar and a little older Kyle Lowry. 35 is gonna be looking like Terrence Ross at the 3, DeMar at the 2, Kyle Lowry at the 1, Siakam, Jonas, and then Poto, Corey Joseph, DeMar Carroll, Michael Beasley, OG Anunoby, and Gary Trent, who makes his way to the team undrafted. That's actually an interesting one. I don't know why he's a 60 overall. That's actually an interesting pickup. Michael Beasley. I'm gonna play the first game. We're gonna win. I want to say what everybody did. Terrence Ross averaged 26 points, and OG and Anunoby had 3 points on 4 free throws and played good defense, probably. No, Terrence Ross does his streams a lot. I tried to get him into playing in the court. That didn't work out. But besides that, no, I like talking to T Ross though, because T Ross is like chill as hell. And T. Ross, legacy career. You can ask him a question. Like I asked him a question about his Phoenix Suns days. I was surprised. I was saying I was surprised that the Phoenix never signed him. Because to be fair, he wasn't the greatest on Phoenix, but like, yo, he's good for veterans. Like he give a guy that can spark something off the bench. Get the Rude higher. John Wall's on the Wizard. Tandra shot 33. Okay, buddy. It's 6'3". Show the fuck out. Lamar had 104 from 3 out. Buddy, you need to stop shooting fucking threes. The first seed, we're 29 and 9. And we're probably on the season like 60 and 15, probably. That's only we'll win at least most of our games. The Magic want to do any trades they can. I don't think it's their T. Ross, but let's hope they don't do that. I don't want them to trade T. Ross. That'd be weird. I think I actually could be a little accurate on my prediction. I kind of said we're gonna go 60 and 15 or something. We actually could be very accurate on that. Even though when rest of these games, actually, did they really trade significant ones? No, they did not do any trades. They drew Holiday got traded for Danny Green. Any interesting reward runners? Russ, Jokic, Russ is only okay, boy. Russ, LeBron, Boogie. Is our guy in any of these? Like most improved or? No, Siakam's in most improved though. Cameron Payne's gonna win it though. Holy shit, Cameron Payne, 19 points per game. Him and CJ gonna win Clutch Player of the Year. One of those guys. Giannis isn't Clutch Player of the Year. That's a weird one. I'm gonna go see what's Ross averaging. 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.3 steals, almost a block, 2 turnovers, 52% from the field, 42% from 3. Wow. US has been electric this year. Nah. Very interesting ideas. I've had fantasy ideas and a lot of other things. The thing is, a bunch of these ideas I'm gonna record. I got a video coming out tomorrow because I'm recording this on Sunday, and I have this video coming out on Wednesday. So I already got 2 videos set up. So, which you guys will see the video tomorrow. I'm gonna release around like 10 p.m. or so, or 10 a.m. probably. Probably one of those times where people can actually go see it. And an interesting thing, I mean, I guess Colin Sexton, 6-man. Oh no, those are a rookie. Damn, he probably could have won Rookie of the Year with that. No, actually, no, Trae Young was the draft. I forgot about Trae. First round, we're facing the Knicks, my New York Knicks. We're gonna sweep. We're getting slept. And then the Cleveland. We're gonna sweep Cleveland, and we win the season in 7. DeMar averaged 26 points in the finals. Paul Pierce retires 41, but you're gonna play one more year. I don't give a fuck. Kyle Korver and Zach Randolph have retired. Powell. It's funny. Powell signed with the Portland Trailblazers. He has never ended up playing a game. I think he was due to COVID, and then he retired. Well, thinking about that now, damn, pal, you played for a long fucking time. I think Pal ended up going to like the Euro League or some shit, then he retired later, I think. This is the year we won the championship. We got the 30th pick. We're gonna draft Jared Culver. We're gonna take Terrence. That's actually a steal. Terrence Mann, very interesting one. And took Jared Culver and Terrence Mann. Jake Poto and OG Anunoby were very separate options. Gary Trent and DeLon Wright, but we're gonna sign these value guys. I guess we were impressed enough with Gary Trent doing absolutely nothing. We're gonna send him an extension. We gonna sign anybody interesting this offseason? No, we're getting rid of Joel. We're getting rid of Corey Joseph, Joel White, and Michael Beasley. But we're gonna sign Kerry Trent and Vadet Cancer back. Okay. Trying to see if we did anything. Need a point guard. No, we're signing back to one right. And we signed. I don't know who the fuck we just signed. Alright, we just signed whoever the fuck. I don't. 95 overall, Terrence Ross, DeMar, and Collar do get worse. And OG's now like going to be probably starting small forward, so we no bench DeMar. Which I actually don't know if they're going to do that or not. Terrence Ross is now 96 overall. Attributes here. I'll make you. I expect a pretty big leap, assuming he's going to average like probably 23 points per game. That's what I could go off of, probably averaging about 23 points per game. Could be interesting. So yeah, they're actually not going to listen to me at all, and they're gonna start to more put Ross here, then Siakam, Jonas, OG. Hey, they ended up getting Zubac. That's actually a good pickup. As I saw, actually, I didn't talk. I haven't gave my opinion on that. I saw Zubac got traded to the Pacers, and I was kind of like weirded out because I'm like, okay, you don't have your draft pick this year, yet you're trading your stuff away. I didn't really get that, but that's my opinion, I guess. I wasn't the only guy who had that opinion, apparently. I just didn't get it, I guess. This is the only thought I had. I just didn't understand it. First game we played, DeRozan 32, and you had 6. We had 6 turnovers. That's pretty bad. 4-13. Why did you take 13 threes? Jesus. T-Ross, I love your card on my team, but man, you took 13 threes. That shit is ridiculous. Holy shit. Why? Who do my Knicks have that they're getting blown out? It was in Kyle Lowry and T-Ross both had over 20. You have Carmelo. I don't know why Melo's only averaging 20. I'm actually trying to get. Okay, my team. I have a bone to pick with you. Why is Carmelo only 6'8" in this, but he's 6'7" in 2K? Don't get that. Anyway, D Rose, Kristaps, I guess. You have a rookie Shea, actually. That's actually pretty good. Trade for him now. Trade DeMar for Shea. That's actually a good idea. But that Jared McCadeson, bro, I'm actually happy about it, though, because he has, like, 40 views as I'm recording, and I'm like, oh, my God. I'm happy, though, because it's like, at least he actually ended up getting viewership. I thought it was just going to be, like, a bad video that people wouldn't give a fuck about. No, people actually give a fuck about it, which I'm very happy to hear. So, thank you. Definitely, thank you for everybody who watched that video. And I mean that. Like, I'm serious. Thank you very much for watching that video. Although it wasn't really the greatest video I could have made. I wish it was a little better. Um, I tried my best. And I was very happy you guys enjoyed watching it to an extent. Now, my idea is to at least make decent enough content where I won't bore the fuck out of you guys and all that. So that's my goal. And I'm very proud of you guys. So, thank you very much. We're 44 and we're 45 and 8. We actually have the best record in the NBA. I don't know if did we end up trading anybody? No, we did not do any trades. Greg Monroe got traded for Bismack Biyombo though. I guess. Tony Ross at 96, averaging 24 points per game, averaging 25, and Kyle Lowry's averaging 20. All right, I'm gonna start making this spicy. As you guys notice, injuries are not on. I'm gonna turn them on. I'm probably not gonna enjoy this, but I'm gonna start turning them on. And your bias are probably not gonna like that, though. To be fair, yep, you're so hopefully our guy doesn't get hurt, because that's bad if he does. I'm only gonna experiment with it a few seasons, maybe one or maybe two. I'm not gonna experiment too much though. And I'll see you guys at the end of. Steph Curry's going to be on the Bulls, Zion, Colin Sexton, Giannis, Shea, and he had the best team obviously in the league. KD, yeah, right, need 10 nice. And Terrence Ross does not make an All NBA team. Very surprising. All defense team, most of the guys are injured. I'm probably gonna turn our injuries off because this looks kind of bad. And rookies, anybody on our team make it? Probably not. No. We are the first seed, though. We're facing the Pacers in round 1, which we are going to sweep. Round 2, we are going to sweep. And round 3, we're going to sweep. In the finals, we're going to try to sweep. Terrence Ross averages 28 points per game, winning Finals MVP. But I mean, he did play. He actually did play for Milwaukee. Not this season. I think it was the 2019 season. But he did end up playing for Milwaukee for a little while. But yeah. Dwight retires a little early. I'm not gonna let that happen because he didn't retire that early. He retired he hasn't retired yet, but I think this is gonna be his last year, like in general. Powell and Paul Pierce retire. Powell doesn't end up getting his jersey retired, which is a little weird, I guess. I thought that was kind of weird getting his jersey retired though. This is gonna be a very interesting draft. I think I have the 30th pick. Sometime we're gonna take. Okay, buddy, I don't know who the fuck that is. I'm gonna take Jackson Rowe. At least I know who Jackson Rowe is. At least I know who that is. James Wiseman still went second. He actually, I think, like third or fourth or fifth or whatever the fuck. Uh, yeah, we're deciding to do a bunch of randoms. Then we actually are going to extend everybody. I think, assuming we will. No, we're letting DeMar Carroll go, and we're gonna let. I think we're gonna. No, we're not letting those guys go. I think we're signing. Yeah. We're signing Dario Saric. Okay. Drew Holiday for a 1 year deal. He's like 75. Serge Ibaka, who I actually just picked up his card in 2K, so that's. We're cutting his, but we're gonna match this. Alright, that makes sense. Yeah, we're just gonna match. Just match it, bro. There you go. T. Ross got not much better. I'm actually just gonna boost him 99 at this point. There you go. 99 overall. So now T. Ross is a 98. Okay, I guess. I don't know if they're doing enough blowing up this court because Skyler is like 36, 34. He's gonna retire probably pretty soon. And then I actually don't know what T. Ross gonna be left with. What is he gonna be left with after that? Okay, so Darius Saric, Jonas, who I think Jonas is getting a little old. OG Siakam, this guy, Clay Carrington, I guess. Zubac, Poeltl. And then Gary Payne's gonna be out of the rotation again. That doesn't really make much. We should just kept him in the rotation, bro. I guess. I don't know. I'm just a messenger, I guess. Anyway, we're gonna probably destroy most of the teams. So, T. Ross, you are averaging 25 points per game. I actually want to see what your stats are. 30, and then you start off with 25. Alright. I'll see you guys at the deadline. I'll give credit. That motherfucker, Keyshawn Johnson, I think that's his name, I got it right. Um, he did some pretty impressive dunks. Now, I'm not the guy who to give leniency to the dunk contest because I've not liked it in recent years. But he did a pretty good job. And I would probably be the first guy to say that. He did a really good job. I was kind of surprised at how good he did. He did a lot better than I thought he was going to do. I didn't know who the guy was. Really? I know he was on like G League teams, and because I've done rebuilding for the past 4 years, I know who most of these guys are. I know like their names, I recognize their names, all that. Anyway, I do understand these guys' names. I was kind of surprised how he did. He did way better than I thought he was going to do. Also, I need to check. Did T-Rex already sign an extension? Yeah, he did. Okay. It's weird because I'm not really the biggest fan of the contest anymore. Although it was very entertaining. Like, you're not gonna get me wrong. That shit was good. It was way better than I thought it was. Jack says you need to retire from dunking, bro. That shit was, oh my god. Jason almost got hurt. I'm very happy the guy is okay. Because you don't like watching injuries actually happen. That bubble got very good. Yeah, you can have that most improved, bro. Jesus. We're on the wrong conference. We're gonna get swept in round 2. We're gonna lose to Celtics, and so six are gonna win. So Dwight Howard and Tony Parker retires. I didn't even know Tony was still in the fucking league. Mike Woodson. Okay. Luke Kerr. Luker, like the clerk artist. I'm not gonna say his son's name. Okay, so this will be interesting. We're gonna have the 29th pick. So actually, Boston was better than us this year, and we're gonna end up drafting. I actually don't know if we're gonna trade tomorrow on draft night. Trade Thunder trade for Klay Thompson. All right, trade Magic for Mike Conley, Scotty Bonner, Josh Giddey, Jalen Suggs. I just want to see if we can do a trade or not. Davian Mitchell, Chris Durante. Nuggets are trading the pick to the Grizzlies for Marc Gasol. That's actually an interesting one. Cameron Thomas, Kuminga, Bones Highland, Jamal Robinson, Earl. Philly is trading the pick to the Rockets for Derek Favors. All right, that's an interesting one. Trey Murphy for Alfred Sengun. Okay, that may actually be a steal. The Pacers just got. I think that was the Pacers said just got one of the better guys in the draft. Who they're trading the pick to Cleveland for Draymond? Okay, bro. And Durante Hunter. Okay, bro. We literally did nothing. All right, man. And we're gonna draft. Okay. Very interesting draft. We're gonna sign him. We're gonna decline, and we're gonna sign back OG and Gary Trent, but we're not gonna be extending most of the rest of our guys. All right. Off season. Interesting what we do here. We're gonna get rid of Terrence Jones. I hope we do. We're gonna sign back Zubac though and Gary Trent. So hope we get all these guys back. No, White. Never mind. We're signing Austin Rivers. OG. We're not matching. We're just gonna let OG walk. Very surprising. Okay, we're just letting OG walk. We're just getting him just motherfucking no help. Zubac is gone. Gary Payne on a two-way. I don't know what the fuck we just did. He's an 83, 83, 82. Jonas, and then this team's just kind of a bunch of young guys and old ones like us. Austin Rivers is 29. If I was older, Austin Rivers is 29. Gary Payton, Barry Trent Jr. may actually play. May actually plays here. We actually may not be that good. So, Terrence Ross, welcome to your Window Magic, where you're kind of between good and bad. No, just my Terrence Ross, but that was kind of what the Magic were back then. Were between good and bad. They made the playoffs in 2019. They must beat. They didn't really have a chance to beat the Raptors, but they tried. But y'all tried. I can't get mad at you. That motherfucker Kawhi though. Ooh, he was on a mission that year. We're actually gonna probably lose. Actually, I wouldn't mind if this is the one season we lose a lot of games because we could get some Terrence Ross some help. I don't think we would do that though. We made us. Yeah, actually, actually could fall down a little more in the standings. You know what I could do? I could cut an injury on Ross to be out for like the rest of the season, just to go bench him for the rest of the season, and let them go get a pick. But I feel like that's a little unfair. Because Terrence Ross at this point had that injury where he collided with Russ's knee, and like I think he broke his knee. Yeah, that's well. That's T. Ross was his worst injury on the stream day. He's like, oh, I broke my knee because of Ross. Nah, I will admit though, knee to knee contact has to be the worst pain ever, bro. It hurts so bad, and because I know, just run back to my viewers, or if I have any, I have had knee to knee contact have multiple times. The main reason I don't play anymore is because of having knee injuries. But knee to knee contact hurts a lot more than people will tell you, and what you would think. We're actually losing a lot of games. Who did we trade anybody? No, actually, no, we didn't do a trade. Trade Mario was not retiring, that's nice. I don't know if we're gonna let Demar go, because Demar could get let gone. Because that'd be interesting. If Demar gets let go, that'd be interesting. Giannis is gonna win MVP. Kate Cunningham. Mike Conley, Giannis, Nikhil Alexander Walker's going to best improve. That's a pretty one. And we made the playoffs. We were a fifth seed. All right. So we're facing Milwaukee. Shit. We're facing Milwaukee. They have, oh gosh. They have De'Aaron, Malcolm Brogdon, Giannis, Michael Porter, James Wiseman. Oh shit. James Wiseman, Robert Williams, Bruno. Oh, they have a pretty deep team. Ross, who's a 98 overall. It's Galway, him, DeMar, Siakam, Jonas, Darko, Clayton, Cartwright, Jacob Poeltl, Austin Rivers, Dorian Finney-Smith. Oh yeah, because we already didn't really get a bench. Wow, we're actually gonna lose the series. Oh, holy shit! They just came back down 3-0. What the fuck? First game they lost. D. Ross had 22 on 4 turnovers. Giannis had 26, and then they won again. Ross had 21 in this game, but 2 turnovers, 9-20 though. Bam and Kyler shot terribly. And then game 3 they won. I thought they were going to sweep. Um, T. Ross had 10 points. Wow, you're actually not having a good series, Ross. Game 2 they win. Ross has 26, 4 blocks. Game 5 they win again. Wiseman had 25, T. Ross had 26. And then Ross had 17, DeMar had 30. And then game 7, Giannis had 28 and 10. Giannis had a triple-double. T. Ross had 27 though. So you guys end up beating them. Very interesting. We're hopefully gonna win this. And we do win this. We are in the conference finals. I didn't look at the teams. We are in conference finals versus Philly. With Ben Simmons, Andre Gomez, Luka, Derek Favors, and Embiid. So big three of Luka, Ben Simmons, and Embiid. There's a lot of defensive questions about that team. And we're gonna get swept. Alright. Zion is probably gonna win it. Nope, they blew a 3-0 lead to Ben Simmons. Alright. Next, LeBron, you're not retiring yet, buddy. Stop. You're not gonna retire yet. Nah. We're not gonna let Ben Simmons retire yet. Not Ben Simmons, we're not gonna let Braun retire. Buddy, you're gonna retire when you're fucking 40, like you are in real life. 22 draft. We are going to have the 26th pick. I don't remember if this is the Wemby draft. No, this is not. It's next year. Okay. The Clippers traded. I don't know. Trade announced. Nets are trading Herb Jones for 2. Okay. Johnny Davis. That's a terrible pick. Wow. Holy shit. Suns are trading for Willie Gomez and Jerry Monroe going to Matthews. He's actually on the Clippers now. It's funny. Portland for Chris Gibson and Simeon Fontecchio. Alright. I actually just learned that guy's name in recent years. Seth Curry. Alright. Dyson Daniels. That's actually not a bad pick. Corey. Alright. Bucks are trading this for Derrick Rose. Blake Leslie. I want to see who comes out. Jake Larry is already better. Jalen Williams is better. David Roddy's better. Walker Kessler. Wow. We're going to take Jaden Hardy. Jaden Hardy may be second better than our first round pick. Overall potential, not really, no. We did get point guards, though. So if we're going to accept him, I don't really know what this team is going to do. We don't even have enough for most of these guys. We have enough for Clay, though. So that'll be interesting. We're getting rid of Kyle Lowry, it seems. Unless we're signing Kyle Lowry in like a minimum deal, which we're not doing literally anything. Wow, this team is actually terrible. We're signing back Clay Conroy, I guess. That's interesting signing. We got Terrence Ross. No help, however. And DeMar is a 79, yet they still have not traded him. I don't know why T-Ross is getting worse inside. Buddy, no, you're not getting worse. Come here. Better. I mean, they got Kevin Huerter, I guess. They signed him in the offseason, which, you know, he isn't a bad pickup. A lot of this team is getting worse, though. Don't really know what the fuck this team was trying to do with T-Ross. 2023 draft, they could just take this for Wemby. And I actually may let them do that. Trey Jones, that's already a bad start. Trey Jones, Terrence Ross, Kevin Huerter, Pascal Siakam, Jordan Valanciunas, Darko, DeMar, I guess Gary Trent, who's actually getting a little better. Also, not Nas Reed. Alright, Nas Reed, we picked him up. That's actually not a bad pickup at all. He's not going to play, though. And Josh Green, who I'm guessing was in the second round. It doesn't really matter because Josh Green was not bad on the Mavs, but he's not really that great on the Hornets. Although I think Hornets fans kind of like him a little bit. We actually have not a bad record. We actually destroyed, like, one of the examples, we just destroyed the Grizzlies by, like, 40. And Darko and Terrence Ross, you know. I need to see what Terrence Ross is averaging. 24 points per game. Siakam got hurt. And Connor Wright's out for 8 weeks. So these guys have both injured for about 8 weeks. We are 16-5. We're the second best team in the league. We just went on a 3-game losing streak. Wow. We went all the way down to 7th in the power rankings. I was adjusting my chair, guys. My fault. I was adjusting my chair, but Bro, you know what's surprising? I'm like, doing this rebound, laying back and relaxing. I'm like, looking. I'm like, damn, we are 40 minutes into the video. We're 2023, so we started 2016 to 2023. I'm actually in the same year I ended the Dame build. Yeah, we're gonna go 3 more years. 40. So we're gonna be 41-18. I hope this team did something. No, they did apps. I may have to make a trade for them. T-Ross averaging 22, Darko's averaging 13. I mean, I guess the stats are whatever. I guess. Although I'm about to start giving T-Ross more touches though, because the motherfucker is really not getting touches. Actually, I'm going to do that now. I don't. The man has a 70 touch tendency, despite being the best on the team. There you go. Give you 100 touch tendency. But the offense should go around him. I don't know why it's not though. I don't care if they lost this game. I want Ross had 17. Alright, what's yours, our coach? Oh, Steve Butler, that's great. Offense fuckers, play through star. Yeah, because our star is Terrence fucking Raw. What Steven presidency does he go through? This is a terrible coach, by the way. I'm not even gonna lie. This is a terrible coach. The guy doesn't even have a star. We're winning games by having a terrible coach. Giannis going MVP, Chet, Killian Hayes, Giannis, and KD is still in the way. So KD was more loyal than Curry. That's an interesting thing that I've thought about. We were the second seed. Actually, not bad. We're going to beat the Bulls in round one. We're going to lose to. Holy shit. We're going to lose to Philly at 7, and Markelle Fultz wins MVP. Chris Bosh. It's about time your ass retired, dude. I'm not having this video again when you play for 20 years. Actually, no, fuck it. I'm gonna let you play for another 20 years. Millsap, Melo, Marcus Arch, you would have retired if you had a heart condition. I feel bad for you. Kyle Lowry. Oh, we got rid of Lowry. I forgot. You still played for a few years. You're gonna continue playing. Hall of Fame inductees, jersey retirements, historic changes. I'm actually gonna turn off the historic changes pretty soon. But that doesn't matter. We have the 28th pick. We've actually never had. I'm hiring a new head coach, bro. Thank you for actually hiring a good coach. Okay, Chris. Okay, buddy. We're just taking bums. We're just taking scrubs I've never heard in my life. We rather take auto-generated players. We're not just resigning Nas Reed, but we're signing Jaden Hardy. This fucking team makes no sense. I guess. I guess. Not even signing Trey Terrence. We're not signing anybody back. Well, yeah, but we're signing Goga Batatse, dude. Seth Curry. That's great. That's a great offseason. We're really helping our team out, man. Goga Batatse. He's not bad, but let's be real, bro. It's not an upgrade at all. Siakam's still on this deal. Well, the Siakam literally cannot shoot. We got Buddy Hield, which, isn't a bad pickup. I guess he can take more of the offload off. DeMar is getting worse. He's on a 1-year, $14 million deal. I don't know how the fuck he's not out of here by now. Blake Wesley got better. I guess Gabe Vincent's here. And, alright, bro, I'm lost. We signed Jared Hardy. This guy got better by 71 overalls, apparently. I don't know how the fuck that's possible. Next season, I don't know what the fuck this team is doing. We went from winning championships to having scrubs. I don't know what we're doing, bro. We are literally just being bums and losing ourselves. And what do you even know? Hell, we're now the modern era, which we forever not. Actually, no, we're starting in 2023. So we're current points, guys. T-Sean Ross, Terrence Ross, Kevin Herter, Pascal Siakam, go. That's a bench three. Clay Conroy, Buddy Hield, Darko Saric, Josh Valanciunas and DeMar's not even in the fucking rotation. You don't trade this motherfucker, I swear to God. We lost by 2. Terrence Ross had 50. I'm pissed. Terrence Ross had 50. Fucking retarded, bro. My fault. I shouldn't have said that. I'm dumb. Why did I say that, bro? Oh, I hate myself. Cancel culture. Ah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to say it. That's my fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. That's my fault. Please forgive me. I did not mean to say that. Well, no, I did, because I fucking said it like a dumbass. Why did we face the Pistons 4 times? What is the scheduling? What is the scheduling? We faced them 4 times! 4 times in 2 weeks! Fuck out of here! We're 4-23, bro. Are we trading anybody? Did we trade Terrence Ross? No, I hope they. I hope they wouldn't dare trade him. But they won't trade Siakam and DeMar. They won't trade Siakam and DeMar. Who DeMar was on his like 3rd team, 4th team by now. I actually don't know. He signed with them in 2024. No, I'm not even trading him, boy, bro. I'm just gonna let it roll out. This is like the worst season I've ever seen. Bro, they're 18-54, bro. What the fuck? I mean, cool. We blew out the Mavs. Ross had 40. But this doesn't change anything. We have a useless DeMar, who's averaging 12 points per game. We didn't even trade him. Benson's gonna win MVP. Rookie year is gonna be him. Precious is averaging 15 points. That's something I thought I'd never see in my life. Terrence Ross didn't even make an All-NBA team. I don't really see this. I'm actually going to get pissed because he should make at least one. He's averaging 30 points per game for fuck's sake at least. We didn't make the playoffs. We were the worst team in the fucking league. Scotty Barnes and Chicago was going to win champions and Zion was an MVP. I thought Zion was already... Bosch wasn't even in the league. Wow. Kyle is going to retire this time fully. I'm going to let him retire this time. Alright. This is interesting. Got Buddy Hield and this guy for one more year. I don't really know what we're gonna do. Draft lottery, because we have to pick. We will land the 2nd pick. The Wizards move up by 1. Alright. Who are we gonna draft? Assuming we don't trade the pick like dumbasses. Alright, Sar, and we're gonna retrade the pick. For what? Bradley Beal and John Wall. Okay. And we traded one of our first round picks. That's the dumbest idea we've ever had. Ryan Dunn, we got him with the 31st pick. That's actually not bad. You know what? That's not a bad pick. All right, whatever. I guess we got Bradley Beal. He was probably on a 1-year deal. Actually, he's on a 3-year. We didn't get John Wall. Okay, maybe that wasn't a bad trade. We didn't get any of the draft guys really, but we got Bradley Beal, who's like 30, I guess, and our scoring option. We're probably not gonna sign anybody significant. No, get rid of DeMar. Please get rid of him. Please get the fuck rid of DeMar. We need a center. Please sign somebody. Please. Why is Katie still free agent? Zubac. That's not really who we needed, but okay. I don't mind Zubac. I'm kind of weird about why we just signed him out of all people. John Wall got worse by 3 overalls. Holy shit. Kai Jones. You know what? I would rather have that than Goga Batate as my center, but okay. Wall, Ross, Herder, Siakam, and Beal is coming off the bench. Interesting. Clay, Darko, Milic, Dario Saric. Why do I keep calling Darko? Dario Saric, Buddy Hield, Oscar, I guess. Christie, Jaden Hardy, and we. Okay. That's an interesting team, yeah. Which we should win at least a few games, I'd pray. Oh, pray. Because, this team isn't that great. We don't, know, in our first round break. We got rid of DeMar. We got rid of Johnson Valanciunas, who, probably isn't the greatest idea to have as a center. We're not even that good, though. We're not. We're like 10 and we're even. This team's mid. So you guys a deadline. Gee. Alright, trade deadline. We're 30. God, we're actually just even. Don't know what we're doing. Terrence at 33. Bro, he's averaging 30 per season. So this is the time where I usually will take off rule changes, which I'm going to do now. Because the thing is, after this point, the rules don't start getting weird, and I'm not going to deal with that. So we're just going to do this. So rules will no longer change now, which is also mean the Magic are not going to change the logo, which I'm happy about. I don't like the Mavericks logo in real life. I'm not the Mavericks. I do not like the Magic logo. I feel like it's bland. I feel like it's literally not even that big of a difference from the older one. Which, as you guys don't know, not too big of a fan of. This team's gonna go 37 and 45. Giannis gonna win another fucking MVP. Alex Alien's back on the Wizards. I just noticed that. Wow. And Keegan Murray's going to Warrior. That's an interesting thought, but okay. I highly doubt. Actually, no, probably. And Scoot Henderson's going to win NBA Cup MVP. And yay. We didn't even probably make the playoffs. We're in the play-in, though. I didn't mean to submit. Fuck. Whatever. Not like we were good anyway. The Magic won the championship. Yay. Vucevic retires. Wow, he actually stayed loyal to them that time. Is that Draymond? Draymond's out of the league? What the fuck? Don Nelson finally retires after 34 years in the league. Oh my god. Okay, bro. Hopefully we're okay enough to make a draft pick. We have a 2% chance or we're going to stay at 11. What the fuck are we trying to do? We probably got 2 more years in this rebuild left, and I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Trading the 3rd pick for Andre Drummond and Klay Thompson. Interesting, I guess. Pelicans are trading the pick for LaMelo. What the fuck? Carter Bryant, Comer Boyles. And we are trading the pick again for Blake Griffin and Hassan Whiteside. That's a weird one. I don't know why we do that, but I guess we're trying to win now. Apparently you don't like having picks. Blake Wesley's gonna... We're not resigning Ryan Dunn. Weird, I guess, but whatever. I could give actually less of a fuck this year. At least at this point. We had John Wall, who I guess we did not... Yeah, we were should. We signed Damian Lillard. Okay. We signed Damian Lillard, although Dame literally is not even going to start. Neither is... I think... No, Siakam's still starting. We signed Dame. I guess. That's something, I guess. Chris Watson got hurt. This guy got bruised by 70. I don't know how. And this guy's injured because he tore his fucking Achilles. Great. Alright. But I got one more season in the tank of Terrence Ross's NBA career. This team is to be okay enough, I guess. I hope so. Play through start at least. No, why we're running a Suns playbook. That's why. That's why we're losing games. We're running a fucking Suns playbook. That's a terrible idea. I'm fair the Raspberry isn't that much better, but still. Actually, you know what I'm gonna use? I'm gonna use that old playbook they had. The older one, like the 2017 one. Where is that? There you go. Alright. So you guys are dead one. Yo, I was looking at this old game I used to play, Call of Mini. It's like the zombie game I used to play on my phone, bro. Yo, that gave me like mad nostalgia just watching, because I used to play the game Call of Mini on your phone. That was like one of the most fun mobile games I've ever played when I was like 10 years old, or like 9 or 8. Because I played that and Pixel Gun, and then Roblox, obviously. Most people have played that at least once in their lifetime. Why do we face Phoenix on 10 tweaks and think exactly to 144? Yeah, that's like one of the most nostalgic games I've ever played. This team is really bad, though. Out of context, this team was really bad. Nikola Jokic wins MVP on the Nets. Okay, bro. And Lamelo went 6-man. Don't, I guess. We were like the 10th seed. We didn't even make the play-in. We lost. We're going to send the playoffs. That's going to win this team championship. Blake Griffin retires. Blake Griffin, Hassan Whiteside, and Damian Lillard do retire. Hall of Fame inductees: Blake Griffin, Broogie, Game, John Wall, DeMarcus, and Blake will be retiring. We have the lottery here. Hopefully we get blessed in the lottery. We actually don't even have a top 10 pick. Never mind. Let me shut the fuck up. Oh, we trade our pick to Toronto. Yay. We do nothing good, apparently. Wow. Take Stan. We're going to take Stan with the... Can we actually do a push or something? Chris Dunn. Okay, we signed Kaminga. That's interesting, I guess. Okay. We don't actually have a center that's over an 80. Alright. One more season. One more fucking season. And then what I'm going to show his potentials, and y'all we can leave it at that. I don't know. I tried. I like genuinely tried to bring him like at least a few more championships. I just watched his team. Like, don't give him the one of the worst supporting cast of all time. Again, the Vert's not a bad one, I guess. Turning injuries soft, bro. I'm not dealing with it. Especially at this point in the season. I'm not doing this stupid shit with the injuries. Alright. I'll see you guys at the dead one. Alright, we're at the dead one. 30 games ranked 10. We ended up turning the season around quite a decent amount. I don't really know if we did any trades. I'll do a little sleep real quick to just see if we did anything interesting during the trades. Don't look like we did. Chris Milton got traded from Gary Harris. That's a thought I never think I'd fucking have in my life, but whatever. This is interesting. We're gonna try to win a championship, I assume. At least pray we do. So let's see you guys again. Guys can win MVP. Cam Jones, Jaden Ivey, Giannis Shaden Sharp, and DeAndre Jordan. Okay. So we're going to end up making the playoffs as the 5th seed, which we will get swept by the... Okay. Alright, that's it. That's going to be it for us. Alright. So since T-Ross does not retire, I'm just going to go ahead and show us everything else. Terrence Ross averaged 25, 30, 28, 30, 23, 23, 23, 23, 19, 16, 13, 9, 9. Yeah. And his accolades. We'll go through these real quickly for you guys. Set shot. 4 NBA champions, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 1-time Final 8-time All-Star, 1-time first team All-NBA, 1-time second team All-NBA, 1-time third team All-NBA. This is his accolades. Terrence Ross, if you watch this video, thank you very much for the idea of the video that will be coming out tomorrow, which is the Tim Duncan No Magic video. Thank you very much for the idea. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Please have a good day. Love you guys. Take care. I'll see you guys with new videos coming up very soon. Goodbye.